everyone. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining in. It's a pleasure to have everyone here. For those who are watching or are going to watch in real time, and those who are going to watch the replay, a pleasure to it's always a pleasure to talk with everybody. If you've noticed lately, I've been going on live a lot more than before. I mean, I discovered live videos about 12 days ago. I've never gone live before on any social media. My first time going live was 12 days ago, and since then I've realized that I enjoy going on live so much. I've talked about this before. I really enjoy going on live and talking to everyone in real time because I can get immediate feedback about any topic, and it's so much easier for me to pass across information because if I were to record this to post it as a normal YouTube video, I would have to record, I would have to edit before I would post. So it's not as effective. For me, this is the most effective way to pass across any information that I want to pass across. Okay. So today we're talking about perfection. Okay, the title of the live is Forget About Perfection, right? For someone who used to be a perfectionist, I will I can boldly tell you that letting go of perfection has greatly increased my life. If my yeah, when I mean my life, I mean my existence. Just so there's no confusion. Yeah, because before, if you asked me last year when I was so focused on being perfect, I would not be making this live video now because I would have one or two things to say. Oh, I don't really like the background. Oh, I don't really like how my hair looks. Oh, I don't really like that. Oh, I don't really like this. But the moment I let go of perfection, I've seen that it's so much easier for me to grow because some of the things that I even notice, other people do not notice these things when I point it out to them. They're like, wow, I didn't know this, I didn't notice it. But most often times we tend to notice things about ourselves and we tend to be very picky about ourselves. Okay. So moving on. The first area that I noticed that people tend to want to seek perfection is in their relationships. So we'll break this down in relationships and friendships. Hi, I can see someone join my live. Hi, thank you for being here. We're talking about perfection and the need to let go of perfection. Okay, one of the areas people seek perfection is in their relationships. Okay, and when I mean relationships, I don't mean platonic relationships. I mean relationships that could lead to marriage in a sexual relationship between a man and a woman, right? If you're trying to get a spouse, you are probably looking out for someone who you think will be perfect, especially if you're young, especially if you're in your 20s, right? You're looking out for someone that checks or ticks all of your boxes. And to be very honest, that doesn't exist. You're not going to see someone that ticks all of your boxes because you yourself, you don't tick all of the other person's boxes. The same way you're not perfect, you have your flaws, is the same way that your partner will not be perfect and they will also have their flaws. One thing we should notice is that in every relationship there will need to be tolerance. You cannot meet someone that does not get on your nerve. It's just normal. Whoever you're with will definitely get on your nerves at one point in time. So as a human being that wants to be in a relationship with another human being, you need to be tolerant. Okay, you need to be tolerant, you need to be patient, you need to be understanding. Again, you are not going to find a perfect person. The key in relationships is to find someone that you are compatible with, right? Someone that you can tolerate, someone that you can be patient with, someone that you can be understanding with. There are certain people that you see them, you see their characteristics, you see their personality, and you make me feel like I cannot tolerate this person, right? Okay, so that person will not be good for you. But there are certain people, there are certain flaws that for you they are manageable, they are tolerable, right? So that's how you pick a partner. You cannot find a perfect partner. So in relationship, please let go of the idea of perfectionism because it doesn't exist. Now in friendships, okay, you cannot have a perfect friend. As human beings, we are all striving to be perfect, but we are not perfect. And to attain perfection is almost impossible, right? But with God, all things are possible. But to attain perfection is almost impossible, right? So even in your friendships, you have to also be understanding. Friendships are somehow like relationships. In your mutual friendship, you are a girl and you have another girlfriend, or you are a guy and you have a guy that's your friend. There will be times that they will not meet up to your expectations. There will be times that they will get on your nerves. There will be times that they will offend you, right? It's normal. But for every relationship to thrive, there needs to be understanding, there needs to be patience, there needs to be a sprinkle of love, even in platonic relationships. Okay, you cannot actively be friends with someone that either you do not respect, you do not love, you do not care about. Okay, so that's it for perfectionism in relationships and friendships. Now, in life generally, some of us or some people, because not me though, maybe I used to, but right now I'm not. Some people do have the idea that they should be living a perfect life, which doesn't exist. Okay, everybody has their fair share of trials and tribulations. Everybody has their fair share of sad moments, of happy moments. Okay, some people try to conceal it as much as possible. What if someone you love do not care about you? Now, if you are with someone and you notice that this person does not care about you, I think you should have a honest conversation with that person, right? Um, and from their response, if it feels as if they still don't care about you and they are not going to make any effort to care about you, I think you should minimize the way you care about them. That's what I think, for your own well-being as a person. You cannot keep pouring into someone else's cup and the person is not willing to reciprocate. You are doing that at your own detriment. You are indirectly harming yourself. So if you love someone so much, again, love is not something that you can force. So it's not really the other person's fault that they don't care about you. Love is not a feeling that you can force and it doesn't come overnight. So if you are with someone and you love this person and you feel like they don't reciprocate probably in their actions, some people are not good at showing love. Some people can genuinely love you inside, but they don't know how to show it, right? So if you are noticing that in this person's actions, they are not showing you that they love you, I think you should have an honest conversation with them. That, oh, at this moment, this is what you did, and this thing hurts me. I felt like you didn't care about me. You didn't do this, you didn't do that. I didn't like this, I didn't like that. Can you improve on this? It is their response that is going to tell you whether they would change or not. And if you notice from their response that they cannot love you better than how they are loving you now, or they cannot show you more love, more care than what they show you now, there's no need to argue, there's no need to say too much. The only thing you can do for yourself is minimize the things that you do for them, minimize the level of the affection. There are so many people out there that are still going to show you love. So I think it's always better to be with someone or be around people that genuinely love you for you than for you to be around people that don't love you as much. The moment you get to a stage where you're already doubting or you are not sure, there's an issue already. Okay. I think this is talking about a relationship issue, actually, right? Am I correct? Is this a relationship question? Okay. No response. So, but that's what I have to say concerning this. Now, moving on, perfectionism in life. Nobody can live a perfect life. It's not possible, no matter how you try. Everybody will go through their fair share of heartbreak, their fair share of financial instability, their fair share of whatever. Nobody can live a perfect life. So when you understand this, when trials come, when bad moments come, you will take it easy on yourself and realize that ups and downs are just part of the flow of life. Okay, it's just part of life. No matter how you try, you cannot live a perfect life. So take it easy on yourself. Now, the next place that you should forget about perfection is if you are putting out anything. Okay, if you are creating content, if you make videos, if you make music, if you put out anything generally for public consumption. Now, if you are putting out anything, any piece of art, right? Let me just put it that way. If you are putting out any piece of art, any work that you have made for public consumption, keep it in mind that it's not everybody that is going to like what you have done. Everybody will not agree with you. Everybody will not accept it. Everybody will not see, your art from your point of view. There are some people. I have attended a book club some days ago, right? I think that was on Thursday, which is about maybe 5 days ago or so, last week Thursday. I attended a book club, and they were talking about a particular book, a particular Nigerian author, about a book that she wrote. And the book club was a bit divided. Some people said, they don't like the book. Some people said the book is fabulous. And both of them are right, because everybody is entitled to their opinion. One thing about making art or making anything for public consumption is, if you're creating anything, have an audience in mind. Know the people that you're creating for. You cannot create for everybody. That's a very big mistake. You cannot appeal to everybody. You can't. In fact, there are certain people that don't even like ice cream. No matter how nice and delicious ice cream is, many people don't like it. So you cannot create anything for everybody. No, you have to create what you create for a specific group of people. Okay, so everybody is not going to like your art. Everybody is not going to like your work. Everybody is not going to um listen to whatever it is that you put out for public consumption. So if you are creating content, please take it easy on yourself. You will never get to a stage or a point where you feel like you are perfect. That's the honest truth. And if you're waiting until you feel perfect before you put out what you need to put out, you're waiting for a really, really long time, because perfection doesn't exist. Okay, every day you always look for something that you feel is faulty. You always look for something that needs to be repaired. You always look for something that you feel like you should improve on, which is valid, because we need to improve every day. Saying waiting to begin, or not putting out the content that you want to put out because you're waiting for perfection, that's 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 not the best approach you can take. That's not even good for you. Exactly, that's not good. It's like shooting yourself in the leg, because the more you delay putting out what you need to put out, the more you delay your own manifestation, the more you delay your growth. Okay, most often times, if you look at everybody that has put out something, maybe anybody popular, anybody famous in art, in music, in literature, or anything like that. Hi, Anand. You would see that they started from somewhere and then they improved over time. Hi, Anand. Welcome to my life. Thank you so much for joining. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you. How are you doing? Are you here, Anand? Yeah, okay. No response. Maybe Anand left the live. But I'm doing well, Anand. Thank you so much for asking. I also hope that you're doing well. I hope you had a great day. I hope your dreams are coming true. I hope you have the strength and the motivation to keep carrying on, no matter the challenges, no matter the obstacles or the difficulties that come your way. Okay, just keep pushing on, and one day everything will make sense. Okay, I'm rooting for you. Remember that. Yeah. So the next place that we need to let go of perfection is in our business. Okay, I would say business, I would say career. Whatever you want to do, basically, whatever it is that is on your mind to do, forget about the perfect time. The perfect time is just an illusion, it doesn't exist. Okay, forget about the perfect time, forget about the perfect moment, just go for it. Okay, just begin, just start. The perfect time does not really exist. So whatever it is that is on your mind to do, just go for it, just start. Just do whatever it is that you want to do, then you improve on that as time goes by, especially if you're starting a business. If you're starting a business, it's very rigorous, because there's a lot of behind the scenes work that other people cannot see. But as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, I understand what it's like. There's a lot of research that goes in even before you make your first investment into the business. You must have done some crazy research, because you want to be sure that you are taking the right steps. So you do a lot of research. You ask questions, you take surveys, you go out of your way to do your findings before you even make your first financial commitment to that business that you want to start. Now, I understand that quite all right, but I've seen some people that for a year, 2 years, 3 years, you're still making research. Okay, no matter the kind of research that you make. Hi to everyone joining the live. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. While you're here, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Also give this live a thumbs up. Hi Anthony, nice to have you here. Where are you joining the live from? Anthony, can you hear me? Okay. I don't think Anthony is here anymore. So let me just continue with the discussion. Yes, so I was saying that no matter how much research you do before time, there are certain things you will never get to find out until you actually start the business. Okay, and I've made an example when I was talking about me and my YouTube channel, right? I think that should be on the live that I had this morning. I was talking about me and my YouTube channel. No matter the research I did, it was when I started to actually put out content, okay, that I started to experiment different things. That was when I finally stumbled on something that could be working for me. And that's how business is. No matter how much research you do before time, you will never really know everything as much as you should until take a leap of faith and actually start the business. Okay, so that's all for perfection. Whatever it is you want to do in life, basically just forget about perfection. You will never meet anybody that is 100% perfect. Okay, you cannot start a business that is 100% perfect. We can aim for perfection, but to attain perfection is actually an illusion. Okay, we cannot look perfect. I see a lot of people doing surgeries, fillers, a lot of procedures to look a certain way. We cannot look perfect. Okay, I had braces to fix my teeth, right? Sometimes I feel like they're not as straight as they should be, but I don't want it to be like the straightest set of teeth ever. I just wanted them to be aligned, and that's fine for me because I understand that it is impossible to attain perfection. I try my best to look good and be presentable. I try my best to do the best that I can in business, in life, in my relationships, but I know that perfection limits us, like striving for perfection limits us more than it elevates us. Yeah, so I think that's let me just write that down because that's a really big takeaway. Continuously stressing over perfection limits us more than hi to the person who joined my life, more than it elevates us. Exactly. So continuously stressing over perfection limits us more than it elevates us. Yes. Hi to the person joining my live. I don't know how, if there's a future on YouTube. If anybody knows, please help me out. I don't know if there's a future on YouTube so that I can see who exactly joins my live at what time. But I don't want to press the wrong thing, but I don't know if, what do I press? Oh, wow, this is so crazy. I didn't know about this. What? Wait, so I can make a green screen of my, wow. I didn't know this. So are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Apparently, I can make a green screen of my gallery. You guys just hold on. What? I'm surprised. Did you guys know this? Because I didn't know. Let me see what else I can put behind me. Okay, this is a picture of me. Wow. Can you guys see that? This is so great that I can do this on live. Like I'm going to make another live. So let me end this live so I can start another live talking about the crazy future that I just found out on YouTube. Like for real. I want that to be the title. So like bye guys. Please just stick around. So I'm about to go live again. Thank you so much.